Hello, everyone, and welcome to Tuesday. We did breakfast stream last night before bed. Mal and I talked about it, and we knew that it would probably be a little difficult, but we also knew that it might make us feel a little better to return some of that normalcy. So we got up this morning and we did it, and it was a little different than some of the streams that we have done. We had all of the alerts muted, and we weren't reading any of the alerts just because I knew that there'd be a lot of people that wanted to say things, and trying to read through all of that would be hard. I mean, things are not better, and things are not normal, and I think it's important to ease ourselves back into this. But we did it, and it was a little hard at the beginning, but I started to feel a little bit more comfortable as it went on, and I think everyone appreciated the fact that we were there and trying to restore, some of that normalcy. Obviously, we didn't stream last Thursday, so it's been a week since we have, and I got to tell you, that week feels like 1,000 years. Just so long ago, but we did it. I don't regret it, and I think that overall it was good for us, and Lord willing, we'll try and do it again on Thursday, and just kind of very slowly put some of the pieces of the puzzle that is our lives back together. But you're probably wondering where we're off to now. So this requires just a little bit of backstory. The High Heel Gang, which is a group of viewers and patrons that have been watching for a long time and have done all sorts of stuff over the years. Most recently, notably, gifting the goose painting to my parents. They actually sent us something back in October. It was right around the end of October, and it was a gift certificate to get a 90-minute couples massage. And it showed up randomly one day, and it basically said, hey, Extra Life is coming up, and we thought that this would be helpful to relieve some of the tension before Extra Life, or if you want to wait until after Extra Life, you can use it then. And we never had a chance to use it before, and then obviously after, things started to pick up and get crazy as we went into through November and December, where I was working like mad, and we just haven't used it. And I hadn't forgotten about it, but it was like everything is so crazy, I hadn't had a chance to use it. And after Sagan passed, we've spent so much time crying, and you can feel yourself being tense. And Mal and I talked about it, and we said, we're really glad that we waited to use the certificate. So I think it was on Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
We called and said, can we make an appointment for Tuesday? And that's what we're doing today. So It's always a fun bump. So yeah, thank you to everyone who was a part of that. It's sincerely appreciated. I'm sorry that we hadn't used it sooner, but also I'm now very glad that we didn't. And it's been a long time since I've even had a massage. I know that I probably could have used one regardless of the tragedy that just took place. And I'm looking forward to it. I'm also curious how it'll go. I know that we've spent a great deal of time in the last few days expelling our emotions, but I also feel like there's probably a lot of emotions tied up in like our bodies and our muscles, if that makes any sense. I'm not entirely sure if the massage will make me cry. It might, but I'm sure it would be a relief nonetheless. And yeah, I just want everyone to know we really appreciate it. But we're just about there. We have an appointment for 2, so we'll see how it goes. It's really peaceful in here, Mal.
Yeah.
It's been a while since we did anything like this, so I think this will be really helpful. Mal, I gotta say,
Yeah.
that was nice.
It was nice.
We haven't done that in a long time, actually. I can't remember the last time we had a massage. I think
I know the last time I did, but you didn't get one at that time.
I remember we did. Oh, it's bright. I remember we did. I think we did a couples massage courtesy of Alex and Haley.
Yep.
And that
And
was.
I had one since then, just myself, when I was really messed up in my back.
Yeah. But that was wonderful. Again, everyone that was involved in giving said thank you. It was. There actually was a little emotion involved in that. Careful. There we go. Just because there was a few times there where I could feel myself just trying to like let go, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
And I started thinking about Sagan, because that's why I'm there, essentially is to feel the relaxation, for part of the grieving process. Actually, whenever you when you signed in, it asks about medical conditions that you currently have, and then one of them is grieving process. And I was like, oh, that's on the nose. So we both checked that.
Yeah.
And so I mean, they knew that we were there for some reason. I mean, they didn't ask, but it was nice. It was nice.
Yeah.
I had actually I'd thought about the fact, because after they got started and they were pushing on my back, I thought about the fact that Sagan used to walk on my back, and anytime I would like just lay down on the bed on my belly, he would come up and get up on my back. And actually, there's a photo we took not even that long ago, like
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago, where I'd went into the bedroom and I had just jumped up on the bed and laid on my stomach. We got my phone out. I had only been there for like 5 or 10 seconds, and Sagan had run up and like ran up onto my back and laid down.
He had to get prime position before Kep did.
And then shortly after, Kep came up, and Mal got a picture of it, and it's just a reminder of another way that he was special and wonderful to us. So yeah. But again, this was great. I haven't had a massage in a long time. When she started, she was like, oh, she said, you are tense.
I could hear her saying something to you, but I couldn't hear what it was.
When she started and she was pushing my muscle, just the top up here, my shoulders, it crunched terrible. I mean, it was like someone taking a piece of paper and balling it up. That's the sound that came out of my body. And whenever she did that first move, and she was like, oh, you are very tense. And I was like, yeah, I'm kind of surprised about the sound that just came out of my body. And she goes, yeah, we'll work on that. But yeah, on both sides, whenever she did that, it was like this awful, and I was like, eh. But hopefully I'll feel better. Again, I probably have needed this for a bit.
Yeah.
Now I just needed it more than ever. Okay. I need a shower.
Yeah.
Yeah, a shower helps immensely. Getting a massage is nice, and especially when you haven't had one in a long time, it definitely feels like you need it, and I'm going to be sore for like 2 days. But I'm one of those people that I don't mind being touched by someone else. It's just like the act of getting, I don't know, what is it, a lotion or whatever they put on you? Like,
It's oily.
I'm not a fan of like that aspect of it. So like I enjoy the massage, and then as soon as the second the massage ends, my brain is like, you need to shower. You have to get this stuff off of you. So we came home and I showered, and I feel better. One of the things that arrived today was a package, and it was from our vet. And that was unexpected. We didn't know that they were going to be sending anything, but the morning of last Thursday, we had taken Sagan to our vet. We'd actually done the same thing the day before on the 19th as well. And, they did their tests, and they said, if you want to get him help, you need to go to Charleston. So we did, but our vet here at home sent us this package, and we opened it up and looked inside, and there was a card, and it's not only signed by everyone in the office, but everyone in the office like wrote something. And when we opened it, we were kind of surprised. I mean, it would have been one thing to just send a card in the first place, but like people wrote stuff. And one person specifically like loved our cat. I mean, like really loved our cat. And they wrote something like very special about Sagan. And like, it was something I wasn't expecting at all. And it just meant a lot. And then in addition to the card, they also sent, I guess we took it out of the box, this little candle. And it's a memorial candle, and it has Sagan's name on it. And then it says, grieve not, nor speak of me with tears, but laugh and talk of me as if I were beside you. I loved you so, 'twas heaven here with you. It's really nice. There's a little note with it, and says, the idea behind it, it's Furry Angel Memorial Candle is what it says, and the idea is that there's a time every week that people that lose pets light this candle and treat it as a bit of like a little memorial service. And it says it's on Mondays. Is that what it says? Yeah, every Monday night. So, maybe we'll try and remember and do that this coming Monday. And that could be nice. That could be nice. It's nice to feel like things are, I hate to use the phrase returning to normal, because I think that undermines what has happened and what is actively happening. Returning to normal makes it sound like, all right, we're done with that, moving on. And that's not it. It's just, in order to reestablish normalcy in our lives, we have to take these baby steps towards actually doing that. And, what we consider normal, it will be a long time before things are normal. But taking the little steps as necessary to try and restore some semblance of normalcy is important. And we've started that, and it helps. It helps a lot. And you help a lot too, bud. Thank you. For dinner, we had Firehouse Subs delivered. And when Mal was doing the order, she said, do you want to get a cookie? And I said, no. So naturally, Mallory, of course, ordered the cookie. Yes. And I'm like, Mallory, we have junk food here. But we ate a little bit earlier, and it's now the end of the night, and Mal's like, we'll sit down and have
have some water. And she's like, also, we have a cookie. And I got so excited, like a child. I was like, oh, a cookie. And it's just funny because earlier
I was like,
aren't you glad that I got the cookie? I know. But yeah, it's little things you look forward to. You know, and every day is still filled with, you know, some sadness and some grieving. But we're trying to, you know, balance that with happiness. And you know, it's a cheap effect, but like a cookie will make you happy. It totally will. Like it'll work. Like cookies are great, man. So thank you for that.
You're welcome.
Don't do it again, but thank you. We seriously have a lot of sweets here because you know, we have an entire snack crate.
Yeah.
And
Nicole also just sent
Nicole
chocolate.
just sent some chocolate, so we have a lot of stuff here. But it's fine. It's fine. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and end it here. Thank you so much for watching. Things are, you know, things are getting back to normal. And again, I want to make sure I'm clarifying that these are all, in my mind, baby steps. But breakfast stream this morning was a big baby step.
Yeah.
And it's going to take some time before that will feel, I think, normal again. But doing it is the first. I mean, taking the first step of anything is the hardest step, you know. So getting started is a good way to do that.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much for watching. And as always, let's meet back tomorrow, shall we?